I'm. You're right, Teddy. For you and I, it's probably not that big of a deal.
Hmm.
But my
Yeah,
mom
it'll
has
give you a cough
COPD,
and
man. You know what I mean? She's probably
oh
gonna
yeah.
die if she gets something like this shit.
Right. Yeah, I can definitely see that. I So what have you been seeing in terms of locally, um, like at work or whatever around your town? Have you noticed any like big changes
Oh
or
yeah,
anything?
we're dead as fuck though. Traffic. I mean,
Yeah, the
there's no
shit's
Yeah.
shut
traffic. Me
down,
going
man.
home. Yeah, me going home today 4 o'clock. No traffic on the interstate. I mean, nobody's coming to the restaurant. I mean, a lot of people are afraid to go out. I mean, there's no. For one thing, why is there no toilet paper? I mean, I don't get. I mean, I
Yeah,
get the hand
I don't really
sanitizer.
get
Yeah,
I
I
that.
don't
think
get the hand
toilet paper.
sanitizer. but I'm
everybody
not getting
thinks
toilet
that they're
paper.
going to be stuck in the house for a while.
I
And
mean,
toilet
yeah, but I mean,
paper's
shit,
like
Yeah,
the
but
top
how
thing.
much do you shit in
So
two
It's
right.
one of
minutes?
those
There's no fucking way
one of those
that
storm
you
things, I
need
guess.
that much toilet paper.
toilet paper. Like, I don't get what's going on. Like, why is it all I got the toilet paper?
Like there's
Yeah.
there's
It's,
five people. There's 5 people in this house. Fucking
What's
Dude.
the crazy thing is,
4 of which are girls and use like wads of toilet paper when they
Oh
pee.
yeah, they do.
And we still don't go through a gigantic like 24 pack in
Dude,
a month.
I
You know
I
what
was
I mean?
in
funny is if you go to
I was
if
in
you go-
Walmart yesterday, and this dude, like, I walk over and I was like thinking to myself, maybe because I had seen like a meme about toilet paper, but I'm like, huh, it's been a while since I've bought toilet paper. So I walk over there, and it's like fucking like a scene from The Last of Us or something.
Yeah,
There's
right.
just like a
Fucking
dude like
Just
poking
gone.
around,
Weeds fucking
right?
blowing through the
He's
aisle.
like,
Tumbleweed.
There's some over on the other side, like he's like some kind of like crazy survivor or something.
know where you can get a roll.
It's funny, like the hand sanitizer's gone, but the deodorant and like body wash you have to clean yourself with is all still there.
Yeah.
So I don't
Let
get
alone
that.
these people are like, oh my god, go get these hand sanitizer, and it's like, you know what's there is the 79-cent bottles of 91% rubbing alcohol. Fuck, man, buy that shit. It'll last a lot.
I mean, there was
Put that
some
in a
guy
spritzer bottle.
making out of Tito's or some shit.
What?
I mean, there was a storyline about a guy trying to make hand sanitizer out of Tito's or something.
Oh,
Have
Tito's
y'all seen that?
vodka.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Probably.
I've also heard though that vodka is not it's not a high enough concentration.
It's
of
not a
alcohol.
cost. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
you need
well, like
like
you said, you
Everclear
get
or some shit.
you get
Yeah,
better
exactly.
at the fucking thing.
Oh well, for me, because I'm a teacher, normally I would have like 12 students in my first class today and 4 students in my second class. I had 3 students in my first class today and
Yeah.
1 student in my second, because people are freaked
Wow.
the fuck out.
Yeah, they're freaked out. Yeah, they don't want to come out. They don't
Yeah,
wanna...
they don't want to be in a public space. And oh my god, like when somebody sneezes or coughs,
Oh, I know. I know.
they fucking freak out.
The
And I
thing is,
get
you're
it.
on the coast
My
too.
girlfriend's been coughing nonstop for like 12 days, bro. So I'm like, it's fine. She's cool.
You're like
Not
the
gonna turn
dude
into a
from
zombie and kill
what
you.
was
Well,
yeah,
this is the time of year too where allergies are starting to come.
Yeah,
So,
and-
My
you're gonna
daughter has
have
allergies. Yeah.
right.
right now, like I'm
She's
coughing
been
and hacking
sneezing
shit
and
out of my
coughing and
lungs
shit. Yeah.
all the time. It's like if I had coronavirus, I might just be having the mild symptoms, but it's probably allergies. You know, and it's like this is that time of year where you're gonna have a lot of people getting paranoid. Like, oh, you're
Mhm.
coughing.
Oh yeah.
Or like, oh my god, I got the coronavirus because I'm coughing. They forget.
Good, though,
Oh yeah,
you're
this
not
is.
Asian. You'll be all right, dude.
yeah.
You're right.
You're Asian and you're out there coughing. We got a
It
problem.
doesn't matter. People are so terrified now. That's
Yeah.
like guys usually shake my hand or I'll like elbowing it up. I'm like, bro, it's just a handshake.
thing
Don't wash
is-
your goddamn hands.
Is I don't go in public places anyway. So
Yeah, you're
Right?
fine.
Yeah,
I'm good to go.
I saw a pretty good meme. It's like gamers have been fucking preparing for this for
Right,
like their
yeah.
entire lives.
I'm the one who's
man,
got it.
I go to work and I walk in the back door. There's nobody there. I walk to my bay. I speak to 3 people a day and they don't ever contact me. You know what I mean? There's plenty of Clorox wipes and fucking hand sanitizer where I work. I go and pick my groceries up. I don't even go inside because I'm willing to pay the $7
Wow.
to not have to go inside and deal with fucking retards. So I'm
Yeah.
good to go. I'm just
See, I
gonna
am all-
go.
I interact 1,000. I mean, I wanted to be.
But if one of those
retards.
retards that's picking those groceries has coronavirus on him,
Oh, you're right.
then you're good to go.
Yeah, maybe.
Um,
Fucking
That's
put
why
some
you pick
Everclear
your
in
own
the
you
vegetables.
know,
straight
I didn't
I
even
don't-
think about it, but
I
like
don't
the
trust
meat
her to take
raffle
my
this
spinach.
coming Sunday, I wonder how dead that's gonna be.
Oh, dude, that's gonna be dead as fuck, man.
Dude, are you
Nobody
still
wants
having
your
meat
fucking
apple?
Corona ass fucking
Corona meat.
God damn.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's gonna suck.
Well, they actually, so in your city, in your local area, like in Providence, they actually, yesterday, the governor had a 250 person max thing. And now
Yeah,
the city
did
of
that here.
Providence is 100 person max gathering. And the universities have all stopped face-to-face classes. It's
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
online now.
They did here too. Yeah.
Yeah, so that must be like a nationwide thing that they're doing around the country.
Yeah.
One thing I will say, this kind of paranoia and
Well,
stuff.
because
I
it's
know.
almost in every state. It's like in 30-some states now, I think,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I mean it's in a lot of states. It's in a place like Rhode Island where the density is really fucking high.
Thick.
Yeah, and I mean,
You're fucked.
Yeah,
mean-
yeah, you're gonna die.
yeah, right.
If it
Yeah.
mutates and gets more deadly,
Boy,
then
you know this show's gonna go down because Oracle's the only one who can orchestrate this fucking crisscross TV feed.
Right.
Right.
We can't do it. See you
But-
later.
But you know, I mean, I get it. They're trying to slow it down. That's really what they're trying to do. They're just trying to slow it down so it doesn't max out the hospital system or whatever. So
Well, yeah, and it makes sense. Not gathering is the smartest thing you could possibly do.
right.
It's just because if you don't know that you have it for 2 weeks and you're spreading it around,
Mm-hmm.
let's just eliminate the fucking whole. Like
Right.
it's only going to take a little bit. Just suck it up.
So is
Bastard.
that does it actually have an incubation period for 2 weeks where you don't know that you have it?
It's they're right now best guess from is 5 days. You can walk around with it for 5 days before you
Yeah.
even start to feel bad.
Really?
Right. But if the symptoms are so common, how many people go to the doctor right away or did? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like now
Right.
they might, but
Yeah.
3 weeks ago did they?
Mm-hmm. No, definitely not.
Right.
Yeah, there's going to be a shit ton more. So, I mean, how do you guys, what do you think, how long do you think this lasts in the U.S.?
I think it'll come back.
Years.
I think it'll come back next year
Years.
at least.
Yeah, it'll be a seasonal thing, I think now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Once
see.
they
It'll be
once they
interesting.
get a vaccine for it, it'll be a lot less, and
Mhm.
Yeah.
people fucking-
How about the, so right now the fucking stock market is a shit show. Fucking Ashtray's wet
yeah.
dream fucking thing that
The
he's
black
been-
swan is
Should've
here,
pulled
baby.
that shit out.
But that's
back.
that's a double
Prophesizing.
effect though. It's also because of the oil, the Saudi Arabia Russia
Yep.
oil thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't
That's
even
also
know
big.
about that. What's that?
Yeah,
yeah.
they couldn't come to an agreement, so Saudi Arabia said they're gonna just fucking flood the market with oil.
Yeah.
And
So,
my girl was talking about somebody posting a picture of gas like $1.90 somewhere.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking- Yeah,
And
yeah,
Russia's like, well,
here. It's $1.93
yeah,
here.
No
yeah, miss
shit.
$1.93. I mean, yeah,
Russia's like, fuck you.
I don't remember being under 250. It might be fucking lower here. I haven't really checked. I just
Yeah, it's basically
Basically.
Russia and Saudi Arabia having price wars. They're
They've
flooding the
turned-
market with so much fucking oil that
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, there's a premium price. If you've got there's an article I'm reading. If you have an oil tanker, they need your oil tanker because there's only so much room they can put all this
They can
fucking
put all,
oil
yeah.
they're pumping out.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like that's kind of all part of like and that's the crazy part. It's like the oil's
Shit.
there. It's like it's if the price is at the right
Dude, I
level
feel
to
like-
turn those gaskets on.
I feel like we're
Fucking
10 years from like coronavirus and this fucking oil shit. I feel like we're 10 years from Mad Max world. I just,
Oh, yeah.
and I don't get it. So the Fed's gonna pump a 1.5 trillion into the economy to keep it afloat.
Are right now, yeah.
But
Yeah, but
we can't get
we
some
can't-
fucking
one,
we can't
we
get some
can't get
Medicare
that.
for all.
and two, it's gonna go
Exactly.
It's gonna go to the wrong
Oh, we can't have healthcare for all, but
Mhm.
here's basically government assistance for the airlines.
Healthcare with all. Healthcare for all. Once we got it under control and in a good system going, would save us so much money every year just in productivity.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Jesus fuck, man.
Yeah. Well, the insurance companies don't want to give up hold because like they have so many employees themselves.
Exactly.
We've gotten off
They're a
track
whole
here.
infrastructure themselves.
So let's get this plane back on track here.
Gotten off track. This shit's
Well,
all
Oracle's the
fucking-
one steering.
Hey, this thing,
piloting.
we
He's
didn't
doing
even
a
have a
horrible job.
track, man.
Yeah,
We're fucking free balling
fucking
it.
free falling this shit.
Oh man.
Okay, so
Gosh.
you think it's a seasonal thing. How long before you think in the United States they at least get it under control, or they have some sort of
June?
some way of a vaccine, or the cases start to go down? How long do you think that takes?
I think it's gonna take a couple of weeks.
Couple of
Yeah,
weeks.
at least.
Because
I think
like
it'll
if
be
all this,
longer than that.
I think all this,
We'll be in the April, mid-April month. I say
Yeah.
a month.
Okay.
yeah, I think it's yeah. Have y'all seen that episode of Boondocks, the chicken flu, the fried chicken flu?
No.
No.
Anybody? I'm just sending y'all this episode. I need to watch it. It's a good. It's something like this. Similar happens where it's
I'm way too white to watch Boondocks, dude.
no, bro.
Oh, Boondocks is
No.
hilarious.
Yeah, Boondocks is fucking hilarious as shit.
You're blacker than I am, though, Ashtray.
You're
which
right.
Says a lot. Says a lot.
I don't think he's blacker than you. I just think he's whatever.
No, Teddy's like, I'll be the judge of that. I'm the black man
Just
here.
cooler. Yeah, he's cooler than me. That's for damn sure.
Tell you what, them fucking gummies are awesome, bro.
Okay, well, there you have it. That's our
That's
our-
it. That's
That's
our
it for
awesome
coronavirus?
conversation.
that's our
That's all.
check-in on the coronavirus.
That's it.
I've got a question. I've got a
Yeah,
question for everybody before we get off.
Yeah.
All right, all right.
Is anybody here really worried about this thing, like growing out of abortion and becoming? Is anybody, are any of y'all actually fearful or something for y'all lives? Or
Well,
I mean,
I'm
Missy-
worried about
Missy-
losing my
Missy-
fucking mind because I work at a news station.
Oh man, I can't even imagine.
I'll be honest
Although I don't know, I work weekends. I work sports on the weekend. What the fuck do I even need to go in for now?
Right.
because, and I'll tell you what you need to go in for.
There aren't
Every
any
fucking-
live sports.
There are no live sports, but every fucking TV, every fucking, to show you how redundant this is, every fucking sports show will still come on and talk about the same goddamn shit. Just like
Yeah,
you always
right.
do. Trust me. They will still have Stephen A on there screaming for 3 hours about this shit. It is not going to end. I mean, trust me, it's not. It's,
I'm in a position where I don't know. One of my coworkers are. So my boss had a family emergency in Seattle. Basically, like someone on life support situation, and that's kind of like where a big hotspot is right out there.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's the same hospital or not where this family member is, but yeah, he's like torn with that. But at the same time, like some of my coworkers are like, if he comes back, he's got to self quarantine, like blah blah, like, and I'm like, if I was in his position, like my friend was in life support, I'd say fuck that virus too. I'm gonna fly out there
Yeah.
and be there for my friend. But the thing is now, who knows? What that is, just this whole inner work drama. Like, yeah, it's actually like, okay, it's hitting home. Because even
Mhm.
my other boss, his husband, was like, I really don't think you should go.
Hmm.
And yeah, I don't know. I'd be one of those two, like, well, fuck all y'all. I'll
Yeah.
wash my hands. But yeah, who knows? I might be getting me a little fucking corona before the rest of you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I've got
It would be a fitting way for me to go out, right? As I always thought I would die.
oh, for
if
fuck's sake.
dude, you're not
have
gonna
asthma?
fucking
I mean,
die from
nobody's
fucking
ever gonna die, Jesus Christ.
coronavirus.
Well, I always said that I would die from a respiratory illness, even though I want to die from some cool tragedy. I'm probably gonna die from.
tragedy.
I'm gonna die because my lungs fail me because I get
You're gonna
You know.
die from a heart attack in a public bathroom. Is what it is.
bronchitis and shit. Yeah, right.
Doing coke off the back of a toilet and shit.
Yeah.
See,
You'll
that's why
be
Mystic and
fine,
I
bro.
are fucking immune to
Yeah,
this
dude.
shit.
Yeah, we've railed lines off the back of toilets.
Oh, like
Of
I
a public-
haven't.
Yeah, so we're all good.
So we're all
You know,
good.
the fucking our immune
Jesus
system has
Christ.
seen some shit, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's true. I've been irradiated too.
There
You know,
you
like
go.
like those
You're-
vegetables, I should last longer.
right?
Yeah, I think doing it off of lines off the back of a toilet or off of strangers' keys is. I think those your immune system.
Well, those are, that's
Yeah, and
a
I've
good
done
thing, too.
both. Done both. I've snorted Adderall pills off of quarters. Take two
Jesus,
quarters and
that's pretty
crush it in the
dirty.
middle of them.
Oh, that's pretty dirty.
Lift the fucking top one off.
Greasy.
Fill that bitch right up, and then start
Wow.
drinking some fucking beer. Oh yeah.
Awesome.
All right. Well,
All right, coronavirus. Good luck, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah, good luck. You're fucked. Okay, next
I
up we
would
have
say I would say one of my worries. Sorry.
what?
Is
Go ahead.
people if it goes on too long, people are gonna stop stockpiling fucking start like buying up guns and ammo next a lot. That's another one of my fears. Maybe yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's what's gonna suck is for people like you, Teddy, like all the people in the service industry. You got to be out there either way, but also like restaurants are getting hit like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
My
Oh, yeah,
friend's brother, who's a
we were just
concierge in Chicago, he said not only is the St. Patty's Day parade has been canceled, but like the 3 like big conventions, I can't remember what they were, but they're like annual conventions for these big corporations. They've all canceled.
Mm.
And so like all those hotels now, like all those
Yeah.
rooms gone.
Well-
all those people that would come and shop at the restaurant or to eat and stuff.
I know they were worried about the DNC already here.
Mm.
Because
Yeah.
if it goes too long,
Mhm.
Yeah, the DNC at least is out to what? Is it June?
July,
July?
late June
Yeah.
or early July, yeah.
Well, yeah. Hopefully by then we figure out how long things got to be actually held
Well,
up.
they canceled E3 and that shit's in June.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
Mm.
They might have canceled
That might be a little
anyway.
premature then.
You know.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Does
kinda
anyone
been
watch
on the-
E3 anymore?
The downward.
So, like
spiral
nobody's
for a
going
while.
to E3 anymore.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of E3, we're gonna move on to the What Sexy and Teddy's What Sexy, Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Right, which actually you can see it being played by right now by Oracle's girlfriend.
Mhm.
I played the first one; it was lovely. This game is even more beautiful than the first one. The lighting is awesome. The artwork is fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
You play a little guy Ori from the first one. I guess he's like a spirit or whatever. He lost his owl friend and he's trying to find him.
Aww.
Yeah, it's a nice game.
Adorable.
It's a pretty cool fucking game. It's beautiful. It's a platformer, Castlevania type game,
Mhm.
Metroidvania type style
I know
game.
how to tell the ladies
And
what
I
they
love
want to
those.
hear.
Metroidvania.
Yeah,
Alright.
and I love
You haven't
those
heard
types of
that
games.
before?
No.
It is a common term that's dumb as hell. I'll say that.
Your face is dumb as fuck.
I don't play. I
Metroid,
don't play
Castlevania, whatever. You don't have to mash them together, you dumb fucks.
So what? Yeah, I mean, I
We're
get
done.
it.
It's
just
not a
platformer
Metroidvania
then, right?
game. You
Just a
fucking
platform
piece of shit.
Side scrolling.
God damn it! God, I fucking hate y'all.
I know you do.
Can't have nothing.
Can't have nothing.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
This is what our people come back for. Is this kind of bickering?
Just looking at it though,
don't have
I
people.
I do have to say that the first one had like kind of a really nice visual style to it. This is just it's got a next
shit.
level of polish.
depth.
Yeah, I mean they fucking they definitely took what was good in the first one and improved on it.
Yeah.
I mean the
Now-
controls are it's nice.
Controls are nice and everything. I know one thing that I tried playing the first one for a while and I was like, God damn, this game's a lot harder than what I expected it to be.
Oh yeah.
How are you finding that with this one, Teddy?
Oh, it's hard. I'm already lost. Like your girl is farther than I am. I started it last night and I was high. I started it last night as high as shit. And I was sitting there and I was kind of rushing through it. And I know I wasn't paying attention, so I know I missed
Yeah, I
something,
don't know how you
something
do
easy.
that.
And I'm kind of pissed because I wish I was watching her to see where she went after this. or after I was.
That's funny.
So
I get too stoned in a game like this.
yeah, I was yeah,
I get
exactly.
lost and confused,
was
and I'm
way
like,
too
fuck it.
stoned.
Why'd I
We
spend
smoked,
$6 for
We
this?
smoked one of the joints I got from the dispensary in Vegas. And like it was fucking I was way too high. And I'm like,
Yeah.
That's
But I
funny.
do like that this one is more melee combat style.
Mm.
The first one you had to shoot these little missiles and shit at them. That was
Mhm.
mainly how you fought. And this one, it's kind of I like the light beam they give you. So it's more melee. I like that. So
So maybe they're getting going more of a Hollow Knight direction Did you play?
Yeah, I
Hollow
can see
Knight?
that. Yeah,
Hollow
I
Knight.
did play Hollow Knight, but I'm not a big fan of it. I do
That's
have it, yeah.
another game
Right.
that's
Me and
hard as
Misty
fuck.
be like, hey,
It is
It's like,
You
how
guys
extremely
about
hard as
done
fuck.
fucking-
nerding all over
how
each
about
other's
fucking
faces?
No,
shit?
we're fucking.
Fuck.
No, we're not. This is
Fucking
what
nerd
happens.
all over
We
your
don't have a
mama's
plan for a
face.
fucking show.
So this one girl, right?
Wow.
Fucking drove her home. I can't fucking feel my feet.
All right, next up we've got Oracle. That's me with the new streaming setup. So I had the
Look at him,
studio.
he's in outer space.
Wow. Which you wouldn't know the difference if I wasn't in the studio
Yeah.
where I normally am. But I got myself one of those mobile green screen things off of fucking Amazon for $40.
Looks like
Put
he's
that-
in a big green pill.
Put that on the back of my couch, and now I'm sitting on my fucking couch. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Oh, I see that. That is right in your couch. No, I get it.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were up against a wall or something.
Yeah, I've made this
Because
incredibly
we're seeing him from a little bit
uncomfortable.
different angle. But
Right. They're watching me through a different camera. But yeah, it's really fucking nice to be able to sit here, stream games. If you go on the Red Eye Reports Facebook
What?
page,
She got
stream
arrows
some
now,
different
bro.
games and shit. You can watch it later, Teddy. You fuck. So yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna play this
It-
shit tonight.
it's nice to be able to be out on the couch and hang out, and not just lock myself away in a side.
that
room.
is awesome.
Word.
Next up, we've got Mystic with Nothing.
I don't even remember what it was.
Oh
I
my
asked
God.
that.
Oh my god,
Oh,
you failed. Who hired this guy?
Just
You
skip me, I guess, man. I don't have a what's sexy.
You know, think about it. I'll do mine then.
All right, so
All right.
Ashtray,
Well, I'm
the
doing
Black
mine, you can think of the
Swan
sexy.
has arrived.
The Black Swan has arrived. Yeah, Black Swan event in economic terms is considered where a some event happens that's completely like outside the market, in like the prediction of it. Whereas like say the oil embargo market crash in the 70s, that was because of like a political decision to like start shutting oil off, and it tanked markets. This is a Black Swan is like coronavirus, where it's like nobody predicted the coronavirus was just gonna fucking show up and screw up supply lines, let alone start spreading all over so fast. But this is what has shook the economy. We are now technically, I don't know if you guys knew this, we're in a bear market now. We finally broke that longest running bull market. To be technically in a bear market, you have to drop 20%.
Damn.
More than 20%. Yeah, from like what the high was. And the high was just like, I think February 16th. That's how, not that long ago.
Wow. Yeah,
We
that
were at
really
the
isn't
peak.
that long ago. Huh.
Eek.
So what's that mean for you? What are you
Well,
doing?
For me, like I was like, showed you that picture. I'm like, oh, do I cash out now? Because that was probably back in early February where I'm like, the market is so high right now. It's coming. It's going down.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
only a couple weeks before it started going down that you said that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's been saying that for like 3 years.
No, but I not
No,
the-
when he sent the picture and
When I
said,
sent
"Should
that
I pull it
picture.
out now?"
Yeah, if you look, there's probably a date stamp.
Right.
It's just the fact that like it's getting to where the coronavirus, like knowing that the coronavirus is going to start seizing up all these things that is all part of the global economy, and then it creates that scare, like that is a Black Swan event. And yeah, that's when you were like, are you gonna take your stuff out? It's like, no, it's too late now. It's like I would have had to done it back then.
Hmm.
But at the same time, I am 37. I've got time to wait another 10 years for things to get back to, a high
Mhm.
point. Because if you think about it, everybody's like, oh, keep going on forever. No, whenever you set a new record, it's got to end soon.
Yeah,
like,
right.
so yeah, we did set a record, but once we technically get out of the bear market, You know, it might be another, on average, a lot of them are about 10 years. Usually it's been less than 10 years. And that's why this one was so long. It was like 11 or 12. But yeah, no, I've got my stuff where it is. It's kind of like, they say, diversified enough where it, like, it's highly unlikely everything goes to zero. Like, that would be a real fucking, like, Mad Max event.
Yeah, right.
Like, all companies and markets, like, seize up and just, like, don't work. But yeah, so I'm actually surprised that precious metal prices have not, like, they've been stable, but they have not started like rushing up yet. And there's this weird thing now going on in the economy where the bond market, where everybody in the stock market would be dumping their money because it's normally safer. The bond market is also tanking as well. Normally, it's the counterbalance because bond markets don't have as good a yield, but they're more secure. So it's like, oh, quick, move my money into bonds so I don't fucking lose it all in the stock market. And that's what creates that sell-off. But for some reason, bonds are also going down too. And right now, like, there are people like
So we're
talking.
fucked.
There are people talking like there's something going on in the background of the financial system and the systemic level, and we can't really figure out what it is yet. And we don't know how much the Federal Reserve knows what it is. And that might be like part of this whole repo market where they've just been like dumping money in. Like, where's it going, you know?
Yeah. You think it's
crazy?
Like cryptocurrency or some shit?
Well, cryptocurrency lost a huge value, something like 26 billion just in like this last weekend. So that's why I texted you that thing. I'm like, hey, it might be a good time to get back into. I would just, keep your eye on it. That's the thing is, anyone out there right now, like, isn't invested in stuff. And like, I'm only invested in the sense that I have a 401k and I do now have a separate Roth IRA that I put like $150 a month in. But like, this is that time where if you want to actually start investing in some stocks and stuff like that, like, if you've got money, you don't have already have a bunch of debt yourself, you can buy stuff from cheap. Like, get yourself some Apple or Amazon, or like, see where some of these things go down. Once they hit that trough, you can get a good deal on them. Because then when things start to settle and the markets start to get their shit back together, and all the people who lost their ass and had to sell stuff off on the cheap, finally that stuff starts to come out to for sale again, like properties and shit like that. Like after the initial financial crisis, like a lot of these foreclosures is like the banks just had all these properties to deal with, and they're like trying to figure out what the fuck to do,
Like
let alone
time limit on this shit.
No shit.
Anyway.
Yeah, I had a gummy. So,
Yeah, we all had gummies, bro. We get it.
point being, right now, if you want to wait, though, this is still too early. But I guess get prepared. If you got some money and you are thinking like, oh, maybe I want to invest in something, do it.
We should have played the Lion King song "Be Prepared" and been a bit more fun.
All right. Now, is that enough time for Mystic to have a What's Sexy?
I had one 30 seconds after you started.
You forgot it again?
No, I know it. Are
What
we
is
good?
it? Yeah,
Are you
we're
done?
good. What's up?
Yeah, no.
All right. There's a show on Netflix that came out second season, F1, Drive to Survive.
Oh, dude, I love the first season.
Yeah, the second one's better so far.
Really?
Because Mercedes and Ferrari are involved in it this time. So they focus on, some of the lower teams like last year, but they also
a reality series
are focused. Yeah, it's like the behind the scenes shit of the F1 season.
Oh, cool.
So it's like, because these dudes have, they do put in a lot of work behind the scenes. Like, there's a lot of shit that goes on, and it's cool to see the fucking inner workings of these teams.
Yeah. Well, and F1, like, getting on an F1 team, like, considered like one of the highest.
Oh yeah.
I have a cousin who
that's elite, right? That's like
Porsche team, Porsche America or Porsche USA.
Yeah, see, those are just GT3s and shit like that. But F1, there's 20 drivers, and they're the 20 best drivers in the world. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
So even the 20th place dude in F1 is still better than everybody else. You know what I mean? Like, it's the pick. That's what I mean when they cancel F1 races. I mean, we're talking hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
and money that gets lost, just like the NCAA tournament. That's big time fucking cash and shit.
It's
Mhm.
interesting, but it's kind of like we can't, like our government won't just like force it like China will as far as these kind of
Right.
shutdowns. But
Right.
Oh, right.
there's got to be enough, I guess, pressure on those high level, like the people who are basically willing to, and I'm sure some of these events have like
They got to have some sort of
insurance policies,
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking act of God, maybe? Like act of
Right.
God insurance policy.
Okay. That brings us to the fuck what you think section of the show, where we tell you to go fuck yourself and other shitty things in the world. And first up, we have Mystic, who needs to figure out what his is.
Really? Ashtray didn't write that one down either, man.
You didn't tell me
You can
either.
get
I'm
this
blaming
shit on your
Ashtray.
phone.
I did. I did.
You don't put your faith in Ashtray. You know that.
I
Okay,
know,
so-
Get
right?
this shit on your phone, man.
So what is it?
I know. Just I forgot now.
Go on to the next
We'll
person.
come-
He'll think
go
about
on to
it.
the
Go
next
All
person.
right,
to it.
Ashtray.
Move on.
Rudy
God damn.
Gobert is a fucking dickhole.
Yeah, put this video up. This is
Go
that
for
guy
it.
from the NBA who basically like I would have felt sympathetic for him if it was just like, oh man, shit, one of the NBA players is got coronavirus. But no, what's he do during a press conference about
Oh
where
my
they're asking
God.
about coronavirus? He decides, fuck it, I'm gonna mock all the reporters and just like start touching everything before I go. Ha ha, oh, fuck you guys. And then what happens? Oh, he tests up positive and then he passes on to a teammate. And now like imagine you're one of those reporters, like that's your little what's that was like Tascam or what's the recorder brand, but like those really expensive little recorder units sitting there, like fucking god damn it. Touched it. And I would assume I would give him the benefit of the doubt too
Yeah,
as
but
a
at
reporter.
the time, he didn't know he had it when he did this. He was being a dick, just joking around. They didn't say, "Hey, you got coronavirus," and he touched everything. And that wasn't how it happened. He didn't know he had it, and then and he was joking around.
Yeah. Is it
They didn't
okay?
turn-
Are
they
you
found out
sure?
he had
Yeah.
active.
ESPN was reporting that he apparently knew, like they.
Oh, really?
That's
'Cause
at least.
I was watching. I was
what
watching. it work today,
ESPN had
like,
reported.
Yeah, we'll look it up. But yeah.
Yeah,
you
maybe
go. You're good.
maybe it's different. That's why I said like that's like malicious. If he knew like he was positive, and he's just like, "Fuck
Right.
you." That's like criminal. But either way, though, like fuck him for taking it.
Fuck him.
Fuck him.
All right, next up we
Next.
got Teddy with coronavirus punk ass bitches.
Just like coronavirus. It's like it's a buddy in one of the other Facebook Messenger groups. He put a clip from the from what's that movie? Men in Black. When after it was Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith sitting on the bench, and Will Smith's like, why don't you tell people about aliens? And he's like, they'll people can understand. He's like, no, people are scared, fucking and stupid, and a person is rational. You can talk to them, and that's kind of like how it's going on right now. Like people are hoarding shit. I mean, like it's like they have said that face masks and hand sanitizers don't do shit, and people are still
Well, yeah.
like
Because-
hoarding and shit,
well-
and then resell like this. I saw a little clip in the Google thing. I didn't write. It was like a little that some kids were suspended for selling spritzes or whatever.
Yeah,
That's
that was
cool.
awesome.
selling
Some
fucking
guys
squirts
being
at
like,
school.
basically a
This
capitalist.
shit, I mean,
Capitalist, man.
This shit is getting. It's like if people are informed correctly, I think if you can get informed correctly, you can get not like somebody at work. Somebody was leaving today, and they're like, "Why are you not scared?" It's like because it doesn't have Spanish or dollar in front of the word flu, so I don't really give a shit. I mean, like, it's not. I mean, I'm not in danger. My son's not in danger. I mean, my in-laws are because they're elderly, I guess, and my parents are. But I mean, but I think it's you still have to be rational about it, and there is enough to go around. But when you start buying up the whole Costco aisle of toilet paper for you and your 3 boys, Karen, it's not fucking cool.
Yeah, Karen.
Thanks, Karen.
Fuck
It's
Karen.
not fucking cool. And I'm just people need to be rational. And yes, not gathering and things. It's a smart thing to do so you don't spread it. But I'm telling you, some St. Patrick's Day is coming up. and people are gonna start having house parties, and keep that shit going until spring.
They're gonna
and
be
yeah.
playing patty cake with that coronavirus.
Right?
Yeah.
They're gonna turn that
I mean,
shit
just
into
just
some
the
kind
ignorance.
of
I mean, people
mutant
stop
fucking
drinking.
T
I
virus.
mean, the ignorance that people have stopped drinking
Well,
Corona
yeah, think like
because of the
people in.
coronavirus.
The thing is, though, I think that's just over exaggerated anecdotes because there was some recent article that said the actual sales of Corona have not actually dropped at all statistically in the United States
Mm.
in the last month.
Well, I
So
mean,
it's like
you'd have to
it's
be
just like
fucking
it's that
unbelievable.
perpetuated meme.
You would
Because
have to be
the
really
people who-
mentally retarded to
The
think.
people who drink Corona are like, yeah, you're all
you all have
fucking
too much
idiots.
faith in the, yeah,
Just like when I went to the Chinese buffet. I joked with my coworkers, I'm going to support the Asian community. I'm going to go to the World Buffet for lunch, and like, I'm like, you know what? There's like just as many motherfuckers here eating at the World Buffet as there was. It's like that's just that like anecdotal hysteria that like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
no one's
that's true.
going to Asian restaurants. Maybe
All right.
that's just on the coast. I don't know. Like, we're in Wisconsin still, but
I had Chinese last night.
yeah,
It's
right.
awesome.
Good for you. You doing your civic duty for our Asian
I didn't
friends.
give a fuck. I wanted Chinese. I go to the place all the time.
Damn right.
When
What was
I
the
call,
cat-
they know
what
my
was the
order.
cat's name?
Fluffles. Fluffles, actually.
Fluffles.
Wow.
Fluffles. I
What a
like him. I like him
horrible
chunk, bro.
name.
I like him chunky, man. You got
Fluffles.
them fat posh cats.
Okay, next up,
Nom, nom,
we've got
nom.
me with that feeling when you run out of your favorite show. So I'm not
So
somebody
sad.
that watches a lot of TV, but I did get upon the recommendation of Mystic, I actually
The
got
Expanse?
sucked into the fucking Expanse. And I finally finished season 4. And it's a good
Nice
fucking
one.
show.
Was it everything you ever dreamed?
It's a good show, although the ending of the 4th season is pretty unresolved. But
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
Is this the like latest and
Is it
like
the
there
last
might be
season?
another or
yeah, they're gonna have another. They're definitely
Oh,
gonna
well.
have another. Yeah,
you'll
so
be fine.
yeah, I'll be fine.
Ah.
That's why I wait. Like that's why I waited until
See,
Game
okay,
of Thrones
okay,
was
for
done,
all
so I
of-
could just suck it all in
Have
at
you
once.
have you watched? You didn't watch Game of Thrones, did you?
I watched some of Game of Thrones. I didn't watch the whole
Oh, yeah.
thing.
One of y'all was berated me for watching it. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was y'all too, because I think Mystic watched it. Didn't you, Mystic? I think it was you.
I
I think it was
berated.
Oracle who berated me for watching it.
Well, I did not fucking be
You-
raped.
Berated him? I don't know. About
Berated. It was yeah, right. Like
You talk shit to me about playing and watching that show.
Oh,
Fucking
but
I don't
Game
know
of
what-
Thrones? I don't know about
Game
that.
of Thrones is pretty common. Like at
Yeah.
the time,
I was
it
gonna say I told you so, but it's or something.
A lot
like
of
that. It's fine.
motherfuckers watch that motherfucker, man.
A lot of
You're
motherfuckers
thinking
watch
of
that
some
motherfucker.
other friend.
yeah, I'm not
Yeah, maybe.
fucking
I hang out with a
berating
lot of white folks.
Yeah, right.
They all look the
Ah.
same, right?
It's true, right? Yeah.
But I think I'll start watching that F1 show because I really did like the original season. I thought it was awesome.
It's good.
So that'll be my next one. I also still need to watch The Witcher. I haven't watched that yet, so that'll be my
That's pretty good, too.
Netflix. Okay, next up we have Mystic. Hopefully he's got a fuck what you think.
Yeah. Real quick.
What?
I gotta pee really bad. Dumb reporters. So after this whole Miller Coors thing, that shooting that happened, we've done like live reports in front of Miller Coors
Mhm.
Yeah.
every night probably. But I remember last week watching, and every reporter, at least one of them, every night, would set up their live shot in front of the building, which is fine. But the neon lights on the building that say Miller Coors, the MIL was out, so it just said Lur Coors behind their fucking right shoulder every single time. As a journalist, like if you're just looking, or even the photo, like the fucking dude who's running the camera should have been like, hey, yeah, why don't you move over a little? You know what I mean? Because that's just distracting as fuck. Lur Coors.
Having the broken sign.
Yes.
So if it wasn't broken, it would have been okay.
Yeah, because it would have said Miller Coors.
But maybe it's just like showing the aspect of how this poor, broken down run.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Don't get all fucking.
They're getting into
don't
the
get all
artistic
fucking
philosophy.
Don't
Look at-
dare. Don't you dare.
it's now Killer.
We're doing news, dude.
Coors.
We're doing news.
Murder on the factory line.
Killer Coors. Oh,
Oh, man.
All right. Anyway, it just looks stupid. They don't.
I think we should do a segment where Ashtray goes out on location as a fucking
Right.
reporter.
Yeah. No shit.
Right. I'm like Triumph the
Killer
Insult Comic
Coors.
Dog, but as a human.
Yeah.
Oh shit! All right,
Whoa.
is that it?
Is
I
that
think
it?
that's it. Fuck.
That's
Fuck,
it.
we're early.
Wow.
Boy.
I can't believe you fucking made it through this shit.
In all seriousness, go fuck yourself, Wuhan, Iowa. That's our show. We're going to be here every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Central. Make sure you join the conversation at theredeyereport.com or facebook.com/redeyereport. We don't care about Twitter, so if you find us on there, we probably have like 3 accounts and don't check any of them. Like us, share us, or fuck us. We're down for whatever. I'm Oracle.
I'm just,
Ashtray.
I'm Teddy.
And this is the Red Eye Report.
You know what? Iowa has
All
more
right.
coronavirus than Wisconsin. Just rubbing that in there.
Fucking
Nobody
loser.
cares. We're gonna play.
I gotta
this
piss really bad. I'm out.
All right.
Tell you-
See ya.
Later, you cunt.
Tell your girl I'm a catcher in that game. She's
All
like,
right,
she's,
good luck.
cool.
She's good at
Yeah,
this
she
shit,
actually-
man.
She's actually good at this shit,
Oh
though.
yeah.
Let her go, bro.
bro.
She got a sister.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
I'm
All right,
not.
I gotta go.
All right. See you guys.